Hey, this is Kevin Pryor from Millennium TV, radio host from the 950 Lounge, and I have the pleasure here sitting with legendary artist, Hall of Fame, part of the Hall of Fame group of Public Enemy, Professor Griff. Thank you for your time today, brother. Really appreciate it. We just was here at the Millennium Roundtable, the first installment of many on the new wave and the new revolution in the music industry. I know you're a major part of that. Talk about this new phenomenon of Millennium MusicMedia that's about ready to hit the world.
Phenomenon it might not be, but the game changer it is.
Okay.
And I think there's a tagline that we have: you either get in or get got.
Right.
And we don't say that just to be saying it. We're not saying that for you to put on a bumper sticker or a T-shirt. Right. A lot of people in the industry have gotten taken. Mm-hmm. For the very essence, no pun intended, essence, for their creative work.
Right.
And to know that and to watch some of these old school artists retire, man, broke,
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Right.
When you think of a Hamilton Bohannon or Roy Ayers or Grover Washington Jr. or somebody like that, it's like, okay, that music has been in my home for a long time. But to see that someone will come along and they've passed on, and someone take their catalog of music, and you end up hearing it in a commercial selling pork or something on TV, and then those people are not getting paid.
Demoralizing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's very disheartening. It's definitely a game changer simply because the old paradigm has proven that it just doesn't work.
Right.
Not for the old artists, and definitely for the new artists coming in. It absolutely just does not work. So Ron Holt came up with Millennium and a system that we know and understand that, of course, it'll be tried and tested, but from what we're looking at and how we're looking at and studying the music industry and doing the research, we absolutely know that it will actually work. And the bottom line, the artist will actually, get paid.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Which is a beautiful thing. Not a year from now, not, and not numbers that we only say what they are, but the numbers, speak for themselves. If you sell 1,000 units across the globe on a global network, because we're monitoring it, tracking it, as well as distributing it, then that's what you're going to get paid for, 70 cents on the dollar.
You mentioned something in the interview process about educating the youth.
Right.
I found it kind of astounding that you're right. We're in a generation now, some people don't even know what a CD or played vinyl before. They don't even know how to get paid when it comes to music. Talk about this aspect, because you being part of Millennium gives almost a superstar cachet being Public Enemy. Everybody knows Public Enemy from young to old. Talk about what you're doing to educate the new artists that is on the corner or making music, has great talent, but just doesn't know where to get paid, because at this point nobody knows how to get paid for music.
Right. I've mentioned that to Ron in the first conversation. I'll continue to mention that throughout the time with Millennium, and of course, when I say the time with Millennium, I mean the day after forever, because we have to be able to have an educational component that will educate not only the new artists coming in. There's an educational component to it simply because it's a new paradigm.
Of course, right.
So
gotta
teach
it.
When some of these other companies, Yahoo or YouTube first started, there was a period of time where people had to get acclimated.
An education process.
I mentioned the fact that the terms that Ron may use sometimes when explaining Millennium, and we're talking about algorithms and an aggregation tool. When asked sometimes, just unconsciously, when some people ask me, well, what is Millennium? I said, well, it's an aggregation tool that will help you track your music because it's coded. And people look at me like, like I got two heads. But once you're educated as to what these particular terms mean, then you'll better understand and feel more secure, more confident. Said, okay, they have a security system set up there with coding the music with Millennium that I don't have to worry about, my songs being played somewhere and me not getting paid. We're doing the work for you.
Without
question. And that's very real in real time.
Before we let you go, again, superstar artist, Hall of Famer, when that independent artist on the street asks, what can Millennium do for me? In a very simple process, what can Millennium do for that independent artist?
Well, I think now the average artist that's stepping up that will sign to Millennium, we can already see what they're doing for themselves. We want to be able to take that and enhance it on every level, because there's no guaranteed prescription that they have right now that they can cash in.
Right.
That
It's
they're
no
going to
magic
get
elixir.
paid.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Mhm.
So, but what we're actually saying to them, here's an infrastructure that's set up where we're guaranteeing you that you're going to get paid. And as we talked about the future of Millennium with health insurance, retirement plan, hopefully the lawyers can get together with sample clearings, clearinghouse, and some of these things built into the infrastructure. I think that'll make Millennium a lot more attractive. And then we're actually saying just from the beginning, from the outstart, that we're offering you something that you can't do for yourself.
Yes.
You're not going to be able to track your songs if they're played in foreign country. And even if you do, what is the exchange rate and what are you supposed to get paid according to what royalty rate?
Exactly. So a one-stop shop for your artists. Real quick, tell the people how much this one-stop solution package will cost them.
Well, we're instituting a situation as far as the pricing is concerned that if someone may be responsible, like I'm responsible for my niece.
Yes.
She's 15 years old. You understand what I'm saying? And she makes good music, but her as 15-year-old can't necessarily
Can't
sign to
navigate
Millennium.
it. Exactly.
So I'm going to have to hook up with her parents to make sure they come up under her umbrella.
Right.
But they're going to have to come up, she's going to come up under their umbrella for a price of $999.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
For under $1,000, you can pretty much put all your music up, everything you've done, get it out there, get analytics, get publishing, and really be able to take the next level in your music career.
If you look at the average artists have spent probably 10 times that amount.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm 56 years old. You're talking about me from the late 70s, kind of mid-80s when Public Enemy kicked in. I bought at least 5 different drum machines, a couple of drum sets, some software,
Some Jordans that cost you about
computers.
$300.
Right, and then what I've spent to actually be in the music industry and make a quote-unquote career pop. Yeah, I've spent a lot of money.
Exactly.
Now the question is, if Millennium was there back then, could I have saved some money?
Right.
Yeah, man. I probably would walk across the stage and receive that trophy of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that I'm presently in right now, and there'd be a check that come with that.
Exactly.
Just so you'll know, ain't no check come with me being in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame artist,
Right.
but I'm recognized by my peers, and that's a beautiful thing. What I want to do now is turn around with that platform, being a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame artist, is introduce them back to Millennium.
Right.
So there is a check that come along with that, and a career that you can control and own and not be exploited.
Well, I salute you, brother.
Oh, give
Continued
thanks. Yes,
success.
sir.
This is Kevin Pryor from Millennium TV.